for Year 9 Maths, we're going to go through the core test. I'll just go through the entire test. So we want to simplify the following expression. Now we want to collect like terms. So which one are like terms? Let's have a look. So like terms would be 3ab and 3ab. So 3ab plus 3ab would be 6ab. Now are these like terms? Yeah, these are like terms. So negative 5ab squared plus 3ab squared. So negative 5 plus 3 would be negative 2ab squared. If you need help with adding negative numbers, just use a calculator, okay? So that'll be 6ab minus 2ab squared. So that's b. In expanded form, so when we expand, we just draw a rainbow. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6x. So negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 times 3y is negative 9y. So negative 6x, negative 9y, a. In factorized form, so we want to factorize, we want to find the highest common factor of both of them. So do the numbers first. What do 5 and 10 both go into? They're both going to 5. What letters they go into? They both have an x in common, like a single x. So you draw a bracket, you go 5x times what gives you 5x squared? It must be an x. 5x times what gives you 10xy? Must be 2. You've already got an x, so you just need a y, like that. So the answer is B. Expanding of this, so it's rainbow. 5x times 4x is 20x squared. 5x times 3 is 15x. Negative 3 times 4x is negative 12x. Negative 3 times positive 3 is negative 9. So I can combine like terms together. So those two are like terms. 15 minus 12 is positive 3x minus 9. So that's the question. D is the answer. Now, this is a perfect square expansion, so 3x plus 2 squared. I have my first term and my second term inside a square bracket. So what I do is I square the first term, so that's 9x squared. I multiply the first term with the second term, so 3x times 2 is 6x, it doubles that. So that should be 12x. And I square the last term, so 2 squared is 4. So that should give me an answer of B. Now, 7, this is a DOPS pattern, difference of perfect squares. Now, I know that the only difference between two brackets is the one has a plus in it, one has a minus in it. X and the 4 are the same. So the result is you just square the first term, which is x squared, minus the square of the second term, which is 4 squared, which is 16. See? Now I want to factorize this. So what do 6 and 18 have in common? They both go into 6 as a common factor, and they're both going to a single a, and they both go into b squared. So what do I need to multiply this by to get back to 6a squared b squared? I'm just missing an extra a. For this one, what am I missing? I'm missing a 3 because I need to multiply that by 3 to get 18ab squared. So your answer's A. For 9, it says using grouping by factorizing. So I'm going to group these and factorize them separately. So dt and 5t both have t in common. You're left with d plus 5. 10d and 50 have a 10 in common because they both go into 10. You're left with a d and plus 5, okay, because 5 times 10 is 50. Now d plus 5 are common from both of them, so take it out. So d plus 5, you're left with t plus 10. T plus 10. And you're done. So your answer should be d plus 5, d plus 5, t plus 10. D plus 5, yep, so it's B. All right, so question 1 we don't need to cover. Question 2 we do. It says expand the following. So I'm going to just use the rainbow. So 7 times P and 7 times 5S, negative 5S. 7 times P is 7P. 7 times negative 5S is negative 35S. Here we do a rainbow on both of them. So 8 times D is 8D. 8 times J is 8J. Negative 5 times D is negative 5D. Negative 5 times 8 is negative 40. Okay, so I can combine the D's together because they're like terms. 8 minus 5 is 3D plus 8J minus 40, and we're done. Now, this question, I wanted a rainbow. So G times G is G squared. G times 2 is 2G. 9 times G is 9G. 9 times 2 is 18. Okay, now the G's can combine here. So we've got 9 plus 2, which is 11G plus 18. Here, D, we've got a rainbow again. So R times R is R squared. R times negative 2 is negative 2R. 6 times R is 6R. 6 times negative 2 is negative 12. Okay, I combine these R's together. Negative 2 minus plus 6 is positive 4R minus 12, and you're done. Here we've got a perfect square. So you remember, you look at the first term and second term. You square the first term, it's H squared. You go first term times second term, which is negative 5H. Double that, negative 10H. And then square the last term. So negative 5 squared is positive 25. Okay, done. Here we've got a Dobbs pattern. They're the same except there's a plus and minus. So the result is your first term squared, which is x squared, minus the second term squared, which is 9. Because you got 3 times 3, which is 9. Here, we want to factorize the following. What do 12 and 16 have in common? 4. They're both going to 4. That's the highest number. So 4 times what gives you 12F? 4 times 3F. 4 times what gives you negative 16? 4 times negative 4 gives you negative 16. Okay. This one, we've got 10 and 6, but they're both going to 2. And they all go into B and C. Okay, so this means 2 BC times what gives you 10 BC must be 5. Okay, 5A BC. So it has to have an A there. Negative 6 BC times what gives you 2 BC times what gives you negative 6 BC must be negative 3. Because we already have BC there. So always double check your answer to see whether it gives you the original. Okay, here. I can see that they both have x minus 1 in common, so I'm going to take that out as a common factor. You're left with 3 plus b. Done. Factorize by grouping in pairs, so we want to factorize by grouping these together. So CD and 8D have a D in common. You're left with C plus 8. Here we've got 3C and 24, so they both have a 3 in common. So left with C, 3 times 1 gives you 24, 3 times 8, okay? Now, we're not finished because I can see that a common factor of C plus 8 can be taken out. So you're left with D plus 3, you're done. Here, I'm going to factorize these two and these two. So they both have y in common, so you're left with x minus 4. Here you've got a 3 in common, so you take a 3 out, you're left with x minus 4. As you can see, x minus 4 is common, so you go x plus 4, bracket, y plus 3. There you're done. Extend response question. So the sides of the rectangle have dimensions below. Write the expression for the perimeter. So perimeter is twice the length and twice the width. That's x plus 3. That's x, okay, because I know they're the same. So the perimeter is that plus that plus that plus that. So add them all together. We've got x plus x plus x plus 3 plus x plus 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 x's. So this is perimeter. 4 x's plus 3 plus 3 is 6 meters. Done. Write the expression for the area. Area is length times width. The length is x plus 3. And the width is just x. You always need to put bracket when you're timesing, okay? So don't ever write it without bracket like that. Don't go like that. Don't go like. Okay, I think my pen is running out of battery, so let's quickly charge it. know where I am. Give me a second. I just need to find my document. Anyway, I think I remember the question. It says find the area of the graph. So what you do is I'll just go here. So the question was find the area. So its area was length times width. So the area would be x times x plus 3, I believe. Now you do not write it like this because a lot of students do this. They go area equals length, which is x, or your width times the length, so x times x plus 3. That's not correct because you're just timesing the x with the x. You need to write like this. So that's not correct. You write like this. You have to go x brackets x plus 3. Okay, you got to remind yourself that you have to do a rainbow order. So that's x squared plus 3x. Okay, like that. Oops. X squared. So if I go rainbow, I get x squared plus 3x, like that. And that will be your answer. So, hopefully that helps. Sorry, I don't have the full test. I don't know what's happened to my words, but it's not showing. So, we'll have to leave it like that. Okay, so hopefully that helps.